Hey guys, this is Drew with the Freedom Coin Show podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about a really cool coin shop story with Christy and Blake, where someone brought in some crazy items. So make sure to watch this full video and enjoy.
Okay, so we're here with my husband Blake and myself, owners of Royal Coins Houston. Let's talk about a fun little story that you and I actually had a great time talking about over beers the other night. You were talking about how you've had the great opportunity to help, I guess, catch someone that y'all kind of figured was stealing or had stole something and was trying to sell something to y'all, and you got to help the cops. I think something like that, help them set up a sting or something in your shop.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Yeah. What led up to it? I guess, how did you actually even get an idea that he was stealing?
It's just another day at the coin shop.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah. No, we at the current time we had one of our store managers was David. His name was David. He is very knowledgeable in the jewelry business.
Okay.
He had his own store for a while, and a few of Houston's finest gentlemen walk in to sell some of their possessions. Mm-hmm. They were in possession of several very fine, high quality watches.
Okay.
Some watches, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 watches. And they just kind of pulled them out of their pockets nonchalantly. Probably had about $250,000 of watches.
Yeah, not typically just something you have in your pocket.
So it kind of threw red flags real quick. So
okay.
David, being in the business, he saw the names of the watches. He said, "Oh, this is something's not right here. Something's not right. These should all be in nice boxes, display boxes and cases." So, so he talked the guys into leaving their phone number, their names, their phone number, basically filling out the entire ID part of the purchase order. Yes.
Almost a fingerprint, right?
Almost a fingerprint.
Just let me tell you where all our stuff
they're on camera, so so David just had a feeling, and so later that afternoon, HPD actually called and said, "Hey, there was some break-ins, and we're looking for some high-dollar watches. Have you seen them?" And we have. They came in, and we have the people on camera. We have their names and phone numbers and email addresses, whatever information they gave to us.
Right.
Because we told them we would have to look into it and call them back because it was such a high dollar purchase,
right.
And we just wanted to check around, see if they were, it was a hot item or what. Just seemed a little suspicious. Mm-hmm. And so come to find out, they were all stolen. And HPD asked us, hey, if we can get them back in the store. I said, actually, they said they're going to come back tomorrow morning. So
what criminal actually does leave their
Houston's
information?
finest.
I know, I guess so.
So they came back the next day and pulled all the watches out of their pockets again and put them on the counter.
Yeah.
And act like we're filling out the paperwork to buy it from them, and they said, yes, we want to sell them. Here's all of our stuff. Here's our information. Here's our driver's license.
Right.
Everything. And right before the deal was done, out walks the HPD
from
cops,
the back of the
detectives
shop.
And stuff from the back of the shop.
FBI, open up!
Yeah,
oh yeah, and the guys
the
just went crazy. The look in their eyes and. They knew they were up to no good, and they knew they got busted, and they're yelling, "Oh, it's live, it's live!" So it got live there for a minute, and and there was uniformed officers outside in the parking lot and everything that came to the front door, and escorted them out.
That's
and
crazy.
It's just one of those days at the
coin
shop, when you just feel something's wrong.
Yeah.
You happen to get the guy's information, and then the dang detective, city detectives call looking for those exact items.
It's like one of those crappy Kevin Hart movies where there's a guy randomly gardening out there with a earpiece on. They're like, "All right, boys, they're in."
Yeah, it's so obvious. That would have been super fun though. You finally get to be a chance of some operation sting of it's not a huge bust, but it's still a pretty big bust. Getting cops in the back being like, "Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!"
Yeah,
how fun would that
even
be?
got the driver though. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They had 2 guys in the shop, a driver in the car. There's a guy in the car.
I can't get over that someone actually was like, yeah, we'll totally come back and collect on stuff that we stole on. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's you trying to help do the right thing.
Yeah.
And the cops come asking for assistance, and we want to make sure everything's legit and legal.
Yeah,
And
most definitely.
it was just red flags. They pulled out all these expensive watches right out of their pocket, their jean pockets, and just throw them on the counter like they were nothing.
Yeah, it definitely goes
So
to show like just paying attention.
Yeah,
on how
just that
even
little
just
bit of
people
attention, because
present something
now,
to you. In a shop.
if we would have bought those, let's just say we didn't know, we just bought them. We had no idea. The guys were suspicious. We didn't feel anything. We just bought them from the guys. And then 20 minutes later, HPD calls and says, hey, did you buy these things? We have to say, yeah, we did. And they come in, and if it's the ones they're looking for, we have to forfeit. We have to give it to them.
Yeah, and you're out money, aren't you?
We're out a lot of money. That's a lot of money in those watches.
Yeah. No, that'd be, I mean, it just goes to show other things on how much like coin shops actually play another role in just protecting people and like stolen items. It's, people don't think about, coin shops like ours actually does buy jewelry, and we buy it for the metal content. So someone's still going to get away with some money if they've stolen jewelry from someone. We're another line of defense before that jewelry is just gone. There's a network.
That's the last line of defense before.
Yeah, not just pawn shops, not just jewelers and all that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff ends up at coin shops. I just think, when you were telling me that story the other night, I was like, who gets to be a part of something like that, honestly? Who gets to actually say, like, yeah, we let cops in the back and help a sting? What a great experience. And also just... Yeah,
because David he did the right thing as being a business owner. He kind of knew, he already knew, being in the business, jewelry business, that something was up.
Yeah.
He did the right thing as a responsible citizen, trying to help. He got the people's ID, photocopied the ID, got it written down. He got pictures of all the watches. It was just, the video cameras at the shop of just the overview of the guy sitting at the table, full view of him with all the watches they pull out and put on the table. You could see them all.
He probably already had a photo up on Instagram of all of his nice watches.
Yeah, so we were joking. Speaking of that, we were joking. Just what are these guys thinking? The very first day they come in and they're like, oh man, we know we got some watches here. We tell them, oh, these are some really expensive watches. We're gonna have to check on some prices and get some money together to buy. This is a lot of money.
Yeah, we got to write you a few.
What are these guys thinking that night? They go party, they go to the club. All their
they
friends are like,
have.
yeah, we're about to be loaded rich.
Talk to my 3 baby mamas, and they're getting their way out.
They're spending all their money that they have at the time.
Rain. They're going all the
we
clubs.
don't need this money. We can get some tomorrow.
Maxing them credit cards out.
Well, they just end up in jail.
Yeah,
they took them all to jail.
But you think, like, sometimes, you see these shows, it's like we have these really smart thieves, and they're going to go and swindle their way through a bank and get all this money, and they'll walk out scotch-free. It's like, that's not, like, how most people think about, like, robbing people or taking advantage of somebody. They're like,
right,
man, that house looks like it got some watches in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just literally go rob a house, and they take it to the closest place they can
just
to sell
upload
them.
it. Yeah, if I can get the cash quick, then I get out of this quick, all that kind of stuff.
The bulk of the watches came from right down the road in the medical district, where all the surgeons and doctors and
of course
multimillionaires live right there.
Yeah, I do have to put you on the spot, Blake. So what is one of the favorite moments you can remember being in the shop? Anything. It could be the owner of the shop, just one of your favorite moments of being a shop owner. Got to put you on the spot. Something that just comes to mind.
There's just so many.
Pick one.
I mean, I wouldn't say one is my favorite versus another one, but I would say a good moment, like a good, I guess a good TV moment.
Yeah.
We did several little, giveaways, things for the kids. Remember what we did with the boxes, the stacker boxes with the kids?
Yeah.
And one of the winners brought their kid up to the shop and got to come into the shop and get his box, and was so excited. It was like made the kids' world.
Yeah.
And then another one met us at the coin show. Kind of the same scenario, but just at a coin show, not the coin shop.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just stuff like that is memorable.
Yeah.
There's tons of cool memories. I mean, You know, we found some really cool coins and like
Oh yeah.
big bulk bags of stuff that was you'd never expect to find in there, or
Well, and
you know,
not
world
gonna lie.
coins. There might be something really cool in like a you know
Yeah.
a big 5-gallon bucket someone brings in.
Well, and what I didn't think, honestly, I ever see, at least raw, was all those pennies that we just sent in for grading for one of our customers. I was shocked to see some of those
VDBs.
VDBs. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the originals, some with the D's that were polished off and everything.
Yeah,
I
the
was
22 no D's.
just in a baggie, like no big deal. And your dad was just kind of like, oh, yeah, we're
Three-legged
sending those off.
buffaloes,
Yeah, three-legged buffaloes. And Mr. Sonny was just kind of like,
Normal day.
normal day in the shop for him. And I was like, I couldn't even
Somebody
say
had that
anything.
sitting
Yeah.
around in their safety deposit box or sock
yeah.
drawer for a long time.
Yeah, it was probably on Instagram and saw that one video go live, and then all of a sudden, wait, I got some of those pennies. Hold on.
Yeah.
That easy.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you guys enjoyed the Freedom Coin Show podcast, make sure to subscribe, comment what you thought of Blake and the coin shop story that he shared, and subscribe for more, like I said, because we're coming out with long content every week talking about cool stuff with dealers and then also just sharing some awesome stories. So we'll see you guys in the next video.